scheduled for one performance. I was going to be there for about 3 weeks, and all that was on the books was for me to sing one song on 11/11/11. So I do it, and it was wonderful. And I said, okay, well, God, whatever else you have in store for me, it'll be. I surrender, and all is well, and it'll be. So I sang, and then the community relations person for this Novalis Ubuntu Center comes up to me, and he says, Bukeka, I am so sorry, I must talk to you right now. And in South Africa now, it could be like 5 hours. Okay. All right, but he was like, I need to speak to you now. Now means we need to talk to you now. I said, well, I'll be there in a second. He said, no, I need to speak to you now. I said, okay. So we go into his office. He says, Bukeka, I must apologize. I said, for what? He said, I just looked at your website. I did not know all the things that you do. I said, well, Inzwai, that's all right. And his actual name is Inzwandile, which sounds sort of Inzwandile. But we call it Inzwai for short. And I said, well, that's okay. He says, no, that is not okay. And I said, okay. He says, well, I will make this up to you. I said, Inzwai, it's really okay. No, I will make this up to you. So, one performance turned into 4. Interviews by the press, 2 radio interviews, and it was just, so it was like, remember when I was doing the Bukeka show? It was like the Bukeka show in South Africa. So I was traipsing all around. So that was the one thing. And what I gave from that in terms of a transformational experience is that, okay, I really do believe in myself. I know that I have a gift, but for it to be kind of echoed across the, across the waters was something very delightful. Then there was the time when we went to a place called Rivière-Sonderen. And Rivière-Sonderen is a town just outside of Cape Town that is still literally divided black and white by a wall. And on the wall is all of this social graffiti. Much of it has to do with being screened for AIDS, to get yourself checked and get yourself checked often. And talking about we love our community, all these beautiful images on this wall. Now I was staying in a bed and breakfast that was on the quote-unquote white side of town. And then I would walk over to, hello Aaron, and then I would walk over to the family that we had a great connection with on the black side of town. So one day I'm walking from one place to the other, and I said, okay God, again, whatever you want me to do, whatever my purpose here, I'm willing, I'm open. So I just start singing. I'm walking down the street of Rivière-Sonderen. Positivity, open your heart and go for what is real. So this girl comes up to me, her name is Monique, and she sees me and she says, oh, okay, God. She comes up to me and she hugs me and she says, sing the go-go song. She's got one of her friends with her, and I said, the go-go song? And she says, yeah, the song that goes, now go, 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 which is spirit is alive. Now go with the motion, y'all. Deep at the ocean, your soul, and go, go. Which Bukeka did background vocals on the CD, right? So I said, okay. So I'm standing in the middle of Rivière-Sonderen, right by the wall, and I'm singing that song like I'm in church or Carnegie Hall, just singing it out loud. And people are starting to pop their heads up above the wall and everything. And so, so I finish, and I'm talking to the kids, and so we start walking, and then some more kids come up, and she says, Bukeka, do the go-go song again. I'm like, okay. So I asked the kids, I'm like, tell me about yourself. And so these are 4 young men, and probably about the age of, say 13, 14, 15 in there. And so I said, well, tell me about yourself. And so they tell me a little about their grade and everything. And I said, well, what I want you to know is that you are worthy, that you are a wonderful human being, and anything you want is possible. And this young man says, well, my teacher told me that I'm hopeless. So I said, you tell your teacher that Bukeka from America said you are not hopeless, that you are worthy, and that you can be anything that you want. I said, now what did I tell you to tell your teacher? You said that Bukeka from America said that I am worthy and I can do anything I want. I was like, that's right. So Monique's like, sing the go-go song. So I sing the go-go song again, right? And more people are popping their heads around. So now there's like about 7 kids walking with me around Riviera Sojourn. And so I get to another group of girls. Sing the go-go song. I'm like, Lord Jesus. It takes 25 minutes to walk through this entire town, leisurely. And it took me an hour to get from point A to point B. Yeah. So this last group of girls, they come to me and they go, why do you think that South Africa is so beautiful? I said, honey, just look around here. And I said, look at these beautiful mountains. And I said, and how many of you, I said, do you know what anthropology is? Do you know what an anthropologist is? They didn't know what an anthropologist is. Because during apartheid, and still lingering on, in the schools, they don't teach music in the schools. In Africa, hello? And then they don't teach natural sciences, which will prohibit them from actually learning that the cradle of civilization is in their backyard, right? So I said, the reason why South Africa is beautiful is because humanity was born here. They're like, really? I said, so I want you to study anthropology. So, but sing the go-go song. So I sang it again. And that was another point of just going, wow, you know, this is a powerful moment. This is a powerful moment for them, it's a powerful moment for me, and I was just so grateful to be doing it. So I want to thank all of you who helped support me on that trip. And I want you to know that when I got back, it was Thanksgiving Day. The next day was what they call Black Friday.
I remember this.
And I hadn't watched TV for 3.5 weeks, and I turn on the TV, and all I hear is, and the people are rushing to the stores. I was like, ah! So I turned it off really quick. And what it meant for me is that how much I have to be grateful for, and how much I appreciate my life and the people in my life and the gifts that I have, and how important it is that I share them. So the deal is now, there are people in South Africa, Mzwandile is working diligently to get me to come back to South Africa and work with groups like the ANC, which is the African National Congress, who's celebrating their 100th-year anniversary, and to do a concert with a South African artist who's kind of like the India Ari of South Africa. Her name is Zahara. And so we'll see how that's developing. And I told them, you know, because the last time I was raising money for the trip, I'm like, you know what, I would love to come back, but you know what, y'all got to pay assistance. Okay? So they're looking at corporate sponsorships to do all of that. Okay. All right, so that's one thing. A couple of years ago, I went to visit Delbert, who's getting ready to graduate from college on May 20th from Ithaca College in New York with a degree in chemistry and a minor in economics.
All right.
Yes. Okay. That's right. Give a brother a hand. And so I was telling him, we were having a discussion about music, and I said, well, I've got this song that I'm kind of playing with, and it's called Be Happy. Now, first of all, I want to acknowledge a few people here, because I am fortunate enough to work with the best musicians in Kansas City. And it started out with Rick Backus. And he wrote a song called I'll Light a Candle in Your Name. had I've worked with Kid Lovern, who was here with his wife a little earlier, and some of you come out to our gigs called which is OJT plus B, right? And the B stands for Bukeka, right? OJT does not stand for on the job training; it stands for Oregon Jazz Trio, right? Yeah. Keith Mallory, who's sitting over here, phenomenal drummer. Awesome. And so one day, Denise, are you still here? Where's Denise? Is Denise Mills still here? No? Okay. Well, Denise Mills is a woman who owns a company called Leader Fuel in Kansas City. And she had wanted me to work with, or do a presentation with some women from Africa that had come over to the United States.